Previously on Survivor Boston. After going to Tribal, losing Tony, and dealing with Charlie's bad haircut, New Yord focused on winning the next immunity challenge. However, they lost and were sent to yet another Tribal Council. Joe Scar was considering pretending to quit so that Joe Johnson would let his guard down going into Tribal. But that plan soon turned into him actually wanting to quit, which spooked his allies.
Joe wouldn't be planning something else with the others, right?
Joe Scar.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Thinking a greater plan may be in the works, Brandon, Roz, and Stefan decided to split the vote between the Joes in order to play it safe.
We're tied. 3 votes Joseph Johnson, 3 votes Joe Scar.
Eventually deciding to send Joe Scar home. 12 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Not before the tribal, okay? Like, literally I was going into tribal going, okay, yeah, everything's gonna be fine. Everyone's for Joe Scar. I don't think the guy's playing, like, a sketchy game. Like, there's no way. The guy genuinely wants to go, I can tell, okay? But then all of a sudden, like, you know, I'm looking around the room during the tribal and everything. I was like, something feels wrong, okay? Like, I'm pretty good at reading a room. I know if something's, like, off, okay? And I look over at Roz, and she's sitting there going, like, and everything, and she's like shaking and stuff, and I'm like, okay, something's up. And then I look over at Stefan, and he's kind of like antsy looking, and I'm like, something's up, okay? And so I walk in to, you know, do my vote and everything, and I literally looked at Charlie. I was like, something's wrong, something is afoot, and I don't know what. And then of course I get 3 votes towards me, and I was like, well, crap. And so, you know, now it's a tie, and wow.
For some reason, we keep hearing about like how Joe's like don't trust Joe Scar, like he's being sketchy, like he has alliances and stuff. Brandon, Roz, and I were like, we're gonna follow through with like the voting out Joe Johnson, because in the event that Joe Scar does want to stay and has an idol, he could be voting off like one person. He's picky, like essentially we thought he was voting off one of us, like one of the Yord 3. Because his plan could have been, he knows everyone's voting for him, therefore if he had an idol, he'd use it on someone else. Like that person would get voted off.
Because I definitely want to try and build an alliance with you, because I had one with Joe, and then he got really snaky about it, and then I was like, okay, no. Because at one point he was like, yeah, it was me and Joe and Tony. And you know how he pushed Tony out. It's Tony's weird idea to get you out. I was like, he's like, I'm gonna do it. Be that bitch. And I was like, fuck you, go ahead. And then it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of on my own in a sense, because I lost Tony and then Joe, like immediately, and those were my allies in the beginning. And so the way that I thought I was gonna play the game totally went out the window. I didn't like it. Because Tony was my strongest ally. And I knew that if he went in, he'd be eaten alive, because he's really outspoken, and they're really team-oriented, and for him to try and throw Brandon under the bus, which Brandon is one of the strongest players on Yord, like, hands down, and I don't know why he wanted to come for Brandon.
I try to approach it very logically and say, like, you know, like, what's better for like, numbers and things like that, and when I was talking to Hannah about why we should get Tony out, it was like, numbers. You know what I mean? Like, you're guaranteed safety, this and that and so forth. But we're past the point where it's just about who does well in the challenges and what the numbers say.
Relationships.
It's about interpersonal relationships and what happens after the merge. And since this began, we were like, oh, I hope we're on the same team, da 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 da.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we're on the same team, there's no reason why.
We can't wait.
Right.
Moving forward without my closest ally has been weird, but I think I'm adjusting because John Madigan has stayed my ally this whole time, and I trust him a lot, and I hope that he trusts me too.
excited? All right, Laku, get your first look at the New York. Joe Scar. Are you guys ready to get to your next community challenge? Yeah! First things first, Laku. Yeah! All right, immunity is back up for grabs for today's challenge. Split you guys up, so 3 people are going to be working on each team. We're working a slingshot. 2 people on each team are going to be out on the field to catch it. How it's going to work are switching off between the 2 teams. The 3 people launching the slingshot are going to launch a ball, and the people out on the field are going to try to catch it. The goal is that the people using the slingshot will get it to their teammates, but the people on the other team can also try to catch the ball. We'll be switching off between each team one at a time. The first team to 4 points wins immunity, safe for another tribal council.
We can do that.
Oh, we didn't do survivors ready yet. I'm
Nick was
sorry, I
speeding?
think something fell off.
Yeah, I'll give you guys. All right. You gotta Johnson after Laku. We got yours starting on the slingshot. Survivors ready? Yeah! Ah! And go.
You got it! You got it!
Nobody catches it. All right, Hugo, ready and launch. That's it. Switch out.
Sorry.
Got this. No, it's all right. Hey, are tennis balls green or yellow?
Green.
Electric lime, apparently.
All right, ready? Oh, that's 1 point for yours.
Alright, cool.
And launch. Oh, Joe almost catches it for Yord.
Hey! Hey!
Hey, we're not the same. Hey, can we switch out and catch her with Moses?
Yeah, if you want to do it now.
I'll go next time.
If you switch out, she has to play All right, and launch. Another misfire, my friend. And launch.
There you go.
Yep. Oh.
Someone's calling. It's probably my dad. He always calls me.
Listen, it's a hard job, isn't it, him?
Oh, you got one. Here, you want to play today? Okay.
Yo, what is this challenge?
Yep, and launch.
Woo! Yes! Yes! Oh, yeah. Let's just see how long we can keep this going, I think.
You guys gotta move around, y'all coming in close. Here, switch out. Switch out. All right, people starting to spread out. It's good.
Come on, Sarah!
You guys got it.
And launch.
Charlie, you may have to do a time lapse in this challenge. Oh, it's not even anywhere close.
Damn, okay.
All right, we're making it 3. It's first team to 3.
We suck.
We're making it 3-6.
Alright, yeah, whenever you guys are ready. Sarah connects! That's 1 point for LeCue. We are tied. 1-1.
Also Moses. Go Moses. Also everybody, I love you all. Go survive.
Oh!
So close, Brandon.
On the ball, guys.
Ready?
Oh, Brandon Joe both catching for yours.
Wait, who's it?
That's 2 points for yours. They only need 1 more.
Let's go, Yord!
Guys.
This one, guys.
Roz launching for Yord. They could win it right here.
Come on, Sarah. Moses, they're up.
Oh, Joe almost catches it in and out.
You got it, baby. That was fun.
Alright, Joe and Brandon, that's it.
You got this. Come on, look out.
Joe catches it. Yord wins the game for the first time. Alright, Yord. First time since the tribe swap. Go get immunity.
Go take that one.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job, Joe. Safe at tonight's Tribal Council with you. It's going to be a different story. Tribal Council with me. And one of you will be the 7th person voted out of this game. We'll work out the times. But yeah. Alright, I just forgot one thing. The losing tribe is going to choose someone from the winning tribe to get a clue to the hidden immunity.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Can we do that right now? Can we wait the
Yeah, just make your decision.
It was my birthday 2 days ago, and no one got me.
multiple days ago.
It was my birthday back in August.
I don't remember seeing it.
Hannah. Really? Congrats, Carly.
Alright, Hannah M will be getting a clue to the hidden immunity.
Thank you.
Got that.
Alright, now you guys are good to go. Grab your stuff and head on out.
Hey guys, it's us, LeCue. Fresh off a lose.
Our first one though, so hey.
As a family.
It's different because it's like a new tribal again because we're with new people. It's a new thought process.
Are we all safe? The 5 of us? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Or at least like this elimination, the next elimination. Like, I feel like we've got Nick and Moses. So.
Honestly,
I feel like the
though,
people who were here and like played and stuff, I think we do. Nick never showed up, so we all went to the DH. We were talking, and I out loud was like, "So all of us at the table are safe, correct?" And we all go, "Yeah." So we're like, "Okay, so it's either Nick or Moses."
And I would see you would show me what the trash cans. Motherfucker looking to see a backhand that be slacking up. A Snapchat your gram, Snapchat your home when I Snapchat your mom. I'm gonna shut up with your family and that's the annual job because everybody love it, brother.
Man, how cute we so fucking.
He be trying to get up in the water.
That's amazing.
But we also had mentioned that if we lost, then we might consider Nick because he wasn't there.
So I think we need to talk about both. Sarah Fristow messaged me last night and she was like, "Hey, like, can we be an alliance?" And I was like, "Yeah, girl, like, you're with the Mete family, you're all good."
Here's the thing about Nick. Sometimes it makes challenging harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
He just like doesn't always understand what's going on. So like especially before like tribe swap, it would be like either Joe and I would have to like explain.
When it comes to merge, like everyone's going to be trying to vote out the stronger players, and if they see Nick, it's like if you remember in season 1, it's like why they kept Izzy around because they just kept on being like, "Oh well, Izzy doesn't do anything. Izzy doesn't do anything," and then Izzy made it to like the final like 5.
That's true.
So what's our argument?
For Nick? Or
For Moses.
We talked after the challenge. Everybody but Nick and Moses were there, and Moses. Apparently people just don't meet with Moses because he doesn't care that much.
I am not worried at all. In fact, I'm actually kind of glad we lost in a weird way because like we kind of needed to filter our team out a little bit. We were just like, all right, we'll just do Moses because like we'll vote Moses out. Like, all right, cool, we're all fine with that.
Moses
has like really high chances to go home. So they might be playing games, you know, like saying that Moses is going home, but actually they want me to go home, so that's why they tell me that Moses is going home. So I feel like John and Hannah would definitely vote for me if there was no Moses. Yeah, I know that Molly and Bram probably wouldn't, so just it's up to Sarah. It would be up to Sarah.
I wanted Hannah out was my thing, because before the challenge even started, I got annoyed because Hannah, for whatever reason, doesn't like me. We've met like once before Survivor and like cold, whatever. I'm cool with Nick or Moses if that's what we decide, but Hannah worries me. And so
I had a feeling that's what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
I have kind of a double agent thing going on with Molly and Hannah, because it's 3 versus 3. Old Mete versus Old Laku on our team.
If you're down, that's something I would like to do.
We'll see like what Bram says.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be like,
yeah,
we'd have to have 4 people.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Nick would do it because
he's
on the chopping block. Yeah. And so if I could get like you or Bram, that would just be nice for me to have.
Yeah. I was trying to befriend the old Metes so that I would have that sort of alliance, while also still being friends with Molly and other people from Laku. Like, I like Hannah for now, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Like when.
My fear is just because she doesn't like me for whatever reason that like I don't like that worries me keeping her around.
That's true. And I was like, do I say this to Hannah or do I betray my friend Molly or do I betray my friend Hannah? Like, what is gonna happen?
We've had the new team for like a little bit, so I wanted to like get your thoughts on everybody.
They're good. I think Hannah's rude. And honestly, I'd vote her off in a heartbeat.
Thank God you're saying that, because that's the main thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so...
wow.
Then I met with Bram tonight, and he, before I even said anything about voting off Hannah, he did. So that, it makes me feel a lot better.
I'd vote Hannah off.
I'd rather.
Yeah.
Okay, because I figure if you...
Moses is strong. He's a good player.
You gotta be in it to win it, and Hannah's got bad attitude. She is also in it to win it. You don't trust Hannah. You don't trust anyone, but she's definitely someone who can be very deceptive. But you should have been better.
But the plan now is to blindside Hannah, and that makes me happy. I didn't think it was gonna happen this week. It should be me, Nick, Sarah, and Bram voting for Hannah, and then John and Hannah voting for Moses, and Moses voting for whoever he writes down. I got my immunity idol back, so if anything goes wrong, I have it now, and I'm not letting go of it till merge if I can help it, because I love it and I need it. And
Molly and Bram were going to meet up at the DH, and I was like, oh, can I join you guys, just so I'm kind of on board with what you're doing?
So Sarah, we just came to the conclusion that we want to vote off Hannah instead of Moses because we think Moses is still a good asset to the team. What do you think?
And what? John is over there.
What?
John is over there. Where? And so I get to the DH a few minutes late because I'm me, and they're like, okay, so I sit down, they're like, okay, we made a snap decision without you. We're voting Hannah now. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm nervous. Okay.
Like the two of us like instantly came to it. Like I hadn't talked to him about it before, and he was just like, yeah, well, let's.
Okay. Do we have someone? Do we have Nick on board?
Nick will do it whatever we tell him, because I'm gonna tell him it's either him or. I'm meeting with him like after this, and I'm just gonna tell him it's him or Hannah.
Okay. All right. And I'm down. I can vote. So I'm like, yeah, no, great idea. You know, Hannah all the way. Let's go. I was debating, like, do I tell Hannah because we're kind of in like a alliance-ish situation? Do I keep my kind of alliance-ish situation with Molly? Like, I don't know what to do. But I decided to tell Hannah that they are thinking of taking her out.
And then I get a message from Sarah that's like, hey, so somebody wants you out. And I went, what? No. And she's like, yeah, I don't know if I should tell you. And I was like, okay, like, you should tell me because this is stupid. She goes, okay, it's Molly. She wants you out because she thinks you don't like her. She said it's nothing personal, but she thinks you don't like her. And I said, that is personal. And we all know what happened to Christine when she wanted me out. I got my team together and I took her out. So what we were gonna do was all take out Moses, which would be a mercy kill, and so she was safe. But instead she decided to tell Sarah that I was a better bet because she thinks I don't like her. So I guess that means she feels threatened by me. So I got John, Sarah, and Moses all in a room together. New plan, I kind of want Molly to leave. Because I want Nick and Bram to see that Molly's been like the ringleader this whole time. She's getting cocky because she hasn't gone to tribal once since the first episode. I want them to see that their leader can fall and the non-Laku members can take over Laku from the inside out. Because it's kind of bullshit to want to take somebody out for such a personal reason.
Molly decided to use this opportunity to target Hannah, and for me right now that's not good because Hannah is the one that I'm getting a lot of my connections with other people from and kind of knowing who's voting for who.
Right now, we're currently going after Molly. The only ones voting for Molly now are myself, John, Hannah, and Sarah. Well, just 4 of us and then 3 of them on their side. Second time this season, they're trying to... I technically kinda should be out, or not should be out. I definitely should not be out, but I'm in the eye once again. And so now I've had a conflict that's following me, keeps getting deflected to the next person. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I'm confident because there were 4 of us that met, but I'm also a little bit aware because I know that anybody could be talking at any time.
Because I think that working both sides, for now, it might be hard to juggle later, but for now, I'm like, well, whatever.
This vote tonight is definitely a kind of don't mess with us vote, where we're all gonna go for Molly and hope that kind of sends a message to the other people on the team, like that we're kind of controlling our team. But I'm also hoping it doesn't exactly do that, so they don't run to the other team. So it's kind of risky. Like I'm kind of nervous about going into tonight and what the game is gonna look like after tonight.
Basically, I thought everything was set to vote off Hannah. I texted Sarah saying, oh my god, Hannah knows, thinking maybe Joe told people since I had just talked to Joe like a couple hours before. And I texted Sarah saying, oh my god, she knows, and I got a text back saying, wait, what? How do you know? Then I was like, okay, can't trust Sarah. So Nick and I started freaking out.
I get a text from Molly that's saying, cool, so thanks, Hannah knows. So I might as well just soften the blow, just tell her we're going to take you out because that's just what we had decided as a, as a group. Everything's gonna explode.
I didn't think you were gonna swing vote it like this.
I didn't think I was going to either. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know because.
But how do you feel like we helped you?
Yeah, we gave you the.
How do you feel about that?
Idol a couple weeks ago.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like that was more of a tactical move. I don't. Okay. I was all set to vote Moses. We were all set to vote Moses. And then when the idea was brought up the second time, like today, of voting someone who isn't Moses, I just don't know what to do.
Well, an idea is to vote for Hannah. Yeah.
There's no way.
Here's the thing. Nete is so close that they will drag you out.
I mean, that's how I feel about Laku. That's what I think about Laku. Like,
no,
I'm
you don't
just
understand.
like.
All of us are really loyal to each other. So.
Yeah, if you helped us, you would get that shared loyalty. You would not be getting that with Nete. And Nete's gonna get wiped out when they get to merge.
See, I would have. It's just either way.
No,
I would have a
whatever you
majority
want.
in
We're
either
not pressuring.
situation.
Do whatever you want.
I mean, I'm pressuring because I'm the one who's gonna go home. But
I really don't care. Like, if the person doesn't understand that we're trying to help her, that's her decision. I mean, I'm not gonna like push her to do this.
You're not going to be as useful to Nete because they're going to get wiped out and they're going to try to start with you, and they're going to throw you under the bus to try to keep them alive.
Sarah is the swing vote, but I do believe her when she says she wants an alliance, which could be dangerous and I could go down in flames, but I don't want to leave without a fight because I think I still deserve to be in the game because I make good alliances, I'm nice to people, I'm not a sore loser, I'm not an asshole when I win, I contribute to the challenges.
That's all. I'm not pressure, no forcing, really just think.
I just.
Like, I deserve to be here. And honestly, what has Molly done to win challenges? Like, she is there on the winning team, but what has she done? I don't know.
It's not like it's nothing personal.
It's not supposed to.
It's not because I dislike anyone. And I don't want I just don't want this to have real life repercussions.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'd prefer to not be going. Yeah, her sticking around in the game when she doesn't like me is like not good for me.
What I'm most worried about is like this like interfering with my like real life. I'm like gonna start crying right now. It's like either way I would be like betraying someone. So it's like I had.
She's got to go down for this because she had the chance to be safe another week, but the fact that she tried to come for me when we all had a unanimous decision, I think that's fucked up.
Good. Good sleep.
Some stressed faces right off the bat. So, first tribal council as a new tribe. Bram, what's the tribe dynamic been like so far?
With this tribal, it seems like we may have hit a roadblock, but we'll see what happens.
Sarah, you had a very interesting reaction when I asked the question. Bram's mentioning a roadblock. Do you know what kind of roadblock this is?
Yeah, there's a sort of diversion in the team between Old Mete and Old Laku, and I, as an Old Yord, have a sort of a swing power, and now I have this weight on my shoulders that it's not a good weight to have on me, so
Sarah is openly the swing vote. Does everybody agree with that right now?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
Molly, that's got to make you nervous. All the weight is on her shoulders. It's all up to her.
It's absolutely making me nervous. I thought we had something figured out. I guess we didn't.
So, immediately after the challenge, is there any immediate targets, Nick? Oh, you weren't at the challenge. Let me direct that question to John.
Thank you.
No, and I think that's actually part of what makes this kind of difficult for me. I think what I just need to consider going into this vote is sort of what is going to change from my vote tonight. Because I know that however I vote going forward, that tonight it's probably going to change the rest of the game.
And you seem very nervous about tonight's tribal council. Are you frustrated at all, or what's going through your head right now?
Anytime we go to tribal, it's awful. This one's particularly awful.
Why is that?
I don't feel safe.
Who does feel safe tonight? No one feels safe. Nick, what does that say?
You feel safe, right?
Yeah, I feel very safe. What does that say? And nobody feels safe. What does that say about what's going on in the tribe right now?
Dynamics are great.
Clearly not. There's a lot of emotion going on.
Well, there's like obvious attention, right? Yeah, I mean, whatever happens tonight happens, you know? So, I still like respect everyone on the team, and whatever happens, happens.
Can I say something super quick?
Yeah.
Okay, this is not targeted at anyone, I promise. I think we're talking a lot about divisions tonight, and honestly, like, I know it is appearing Mete versus Laku right now. I don't see it. Like, when it came to my decision on who to vote for tonight, it was based off of other people's opinions on me and how they thought of me and how that made me feel going forward. this was a decision that I felt had to happen for me, and if it doesn't go that way, that's fine. I'll be going home tonight, but like, it's literally just like what made me feel safer going forward. So just wanted that out there for all you guys. Vote how you will. Doesn't matter at this point.
Did anybody else want to say anything?
Yeah, I don't think that any of us individually have anything on each other. I don't think that's, you know, I don't really know if that's like where things are coming from right now. We just got a couple of situations we got to work out. Family has a little fight, loses a member, one dies.
Like all family arguments.
Get back together.
That's not how it works.
That's how it works now.
Yeah,
with us.
Traditional.
It's any decision that any of us make tonight is going to be purely game-based, purely what's going to help our team and what's going to help ourselves.
All right, let's get to the vote. Molly, you're up.
On the other side.
It's nothing personal. I heard you were coming for me. That made me nervous.
If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry. Trash pit. I'm sorry, I didn't want to.
The rules of Survivor states that if anyone plays the hidden immunity idol, any votes cast against them will not count. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Molly will not count. For the votes. First vote, Molly does not count. Molly does not count. Molly does not count.
Feels great.
Molly, that's 4 votes, Molly. None of them count. 3 votes left. Hannah. 7th person voted out of Survivor Boston, Beacon Hill. Hannah. Hannah, try to spoken. Well, if there's anything we can learn from this tribal council, is that this game can be very fun, but it can also take a huge toll. Grab yourself in on that.
We're back.
That's the goal.
All I wanted to do was play a good game, and my pick was not versatile, even though she may have thought that, but I knew she was coming for me, and so I rallied my allies together and I begged them for help, and they helped me. But there was always a nagging feeling that there was an idol involved, and I'm ashamed I had to go out like this.